Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about my Cosmic Fury speculations because there's been a lot of rumors and things going around, and we're going to talk about it today in this video. So if you're ready, let's go. Remember, you're in the zone, the superhero zone. Cue that intro. Hello, and welcome to Superheroes 101 with the Superheroing Has Never Done. My name's Xavier, and I'll be your host. And as you heard from the beginning of the video, you already know what we're going to be talking about, so let's get right into it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on my post notifications so you get notified every time I post, premiere, or go live on this very channel. Make sure you leave a comment down below telling me which Ranger team, which Path Ranger team you're hoping to see in the 30th season of Power Rangers or Cosmic Fury. Leave it down in the comments below because I want to know and debate and have a conversation with you guys. But now, guys, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Alright, so I talked about this in my last Cosmic Fury speculation video, whether it's going to be Q Ranger, Kira Major, or some American exclusive Ranger team. See, through the last week, I've been battling between Kira Major and Q Ranger, right? Kira Major because of the color assortment, but like I say no to Kira Major mainly because the Green Ranger of that team has a skirt and Izzy does not. If they do original footage, that won't matter. They could just rip the skirt off the Green Ranger and call it a day. But also, they would have to explain why they changed Javi from a Black Ranger to a Yellow Ranger, and we would be back to a Super Mega Force situation, and that would be interesting to deal with. But there's that issue, and then we'll also have to change the Gold Ranger to a Silver Ranger, which would also need explaining. But yet, we go with Q Ranger. We have all the Rangers' color assortments represented in that 13 Ranger team. So yeah, and also past Rangers could come back like it was rumored. So leave it down in the comments below. Kira Major or Q Ranger? I'm going towards Q Ranger, and I'm honestly hoping for Q Ranger. But honestly, the most thing I'm hoping for out of this mostly is definitely the chance of an original Dino Fury Power Rangers team. Because remember, for Cosmic Fury, the Cosmic Fury logo didn't change. If it was really Q Ranger or Kira Major, it would have their logo. Like the Q Ranger logo is a legit star. So if they change that Dino head logo to a star, then maybe they're going to change it down the road when they actually get the suits in Cosmic Fury, but only time will tell. But now let's talk about that White Ranger rumor. So there's been a White Ranger rumor that, according to translations and leaks, I usually don't do leaks because I really cannot stand them, but this one got talked about way too many times, and I wanted to give my take on it. But apparently there was a leak for an episode of Dino Fury Season 2, I think it was the last one, where Zato comes down from like space or something as a White Ranger, or like a White Ranger comes down from space and confronts Zato, something in that caliber or way. Something like that. The translation was not clear. So if Zato is the White Ranger, he could very well be the Q Ranger White Ranger, and we could honestly establish that Q Ranger White Ranger, instead of being a power-up like it was in the Sentai, it could be a separate Ranger, and that Red Ranger for Cosmic Fury could be someone completely different, confirming Q Ranger. Or that White Ranger from Q Ranger could be an evil Ranger here to destroy Earth and take the Dino Fury Ranger powers. That could also be an option. But also another option is that Zooranger, I think it's Zooranger. Zooranger is Mighty Morphin. Zooranger has a White Ranger. See, what if that White Ranger from that series, she comes down from like a planet like Safe Haven, right? A Power Rangers planet. I'm just spitballing here. And gets the Dino Fury Rangers help, which is what leads them to space, and the Morphin Masters gives them powers to help them traverse the dangerous paths that space has to offer. And I say Safe Haven as a planet because if you watch Zooranger or clips, the world that they live in is kind of block or cube shaped. If you look at Safe Haven from the comics where the Omega Rangers live, it is cube-like, and it is heavily speculated that Safe Haven is not only the home to the Omega Rangers, but to the Zooranger, or whatever they're going to call the Zooranger Super Sentai Power Rangers adaptation in the comics. We think that that is the home of their Ranger team as well, because that cubeness is not a coincidence, right? And then there's another theory online that that White Ranger is going to end up being Zen Kaiser. Zen Kaiser is a Zen Kaiser White Ranger, or the main White Ranger, or the only Ranger on the Zen Kaiser Super Sentai series. So I kind of think it may be him, and he could be turning into different Rangers, helping our Rangers traverse space, or give them, you know, powers to turn into other Rangers, you know, from his powers or whatever. I think they could use Zenkaiser very easily, because back a couple months ago, they actually leaked or rumored that Zen Kaiser was going to be used, and I wouldn't be surprised if this was the way. And also his antennae on his suit, Zen Kaiser suit, they could be linked to Rafcon, and that's how they could write that. But there is one thing nobody has been talking about that I have speculated on and did a video on about a year ago, and that is the appearance of Lord Draken in this series, right? I did a short about this about a year ago. I think Lord Draken is going to show up at the end of Dino Fury because we're currently in the Charge to 100 arc in the comics where the Rangers are fighting the Death Ranger, this evil Omega Ranger that is trying to take over everything and conquer death, right? That whole situation is going on, right? And this is Ryan Parrott's, our main comic book writer, his last hoorah before he goes off and does his other comic book things and leaves Power Rangers. I don't think permanently, but for a while, right? And notice how Lord Draken was brought up earlier on in like the Necessary Evil arc in the comics, if you've been keeping up with the comics, but we haven't heard from him since. I think somehow he, with his new powers, because his new Lord Draken suit has this weird corruption bit, he speculated that he is part of Lord Dark Spectre or got possessed by Dark Spectre because he had these markers on his face or whatever or whatnot, and then he got his new Lord Draken powers, and he looks super creepy. I don't know what just happened there. He looks super creepy, and yeah. I think he's going to cross over at the last episode of Dino Fury through like a portal or something, and that's going to be the big 30th season of Power Rangers threat that causes a bunch of legendary Ranger actors to come back to reprise their characters to take down Lord Draken. And I think we may have a Shadow Grid Part 2 because that would make explicitly sense. That didn't make sense. That would make very much sense because Jonathan Entwistle is currently adding to the Power Rangers universe. People always throw around the word reboot when it comes to Jonathan Entwistle and Jenny Klein's universe, but it's like, people don't understand what a multiverse is. The comics and the TV show take place in the multiverse, right? The different branch timelines are the different timelines and different Rangers and alterations are in that multiverse. Jonathan Entwistle is just adding to it. If we do a Shadow Grid thing again, this could be a setup for his universe, right? Forgetting about this TV show universe and the comics universe for a little while and bringing in his new universe. And I know Cosmic Fury is going to be big because according to that video where Hasbro announced Cosmic Fury with Simon Bennett, they said they moved to a bigger studio, which means they're going to be doing a lot more fight scenes, a lot more CGI scenes, a lot more for Power Rangers, and a lot more better quality, which is super, super exciting, and I absolutely cannot wait. But yeah, I honestly think that's gonna happen. I think Lord Draken is gonna cross over into Dino Fury in like the very, very last episode of it. But leave down in the comments below what you think and tell me, because I want to know. Also, before I end this video, I wanted to mention that the multiverse currently, since Shattered Grid happened, is shattering, right? It's fighting back, because though the Rangers put back like every bad thing that was undone by Lord Draken in Shattered Grid, the first one, because I think there's going to be a second one, the multiverse is fighting back, or the Morphin Grid is fighting back to get things back to the order of things and possibly even change the backstories of certain characters that we love. But yeah, because in the comics, Kimberly and Tommy just went through this whole arc, mainly Kimberly, about being scared about the future of them being forgotten as Power Rangers and whatever and whatnot. And we got to see Void Queen, Sledge, Chirkina, Rancic return or come to the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger in the comics. And mind you, those villains are like future villains, and we're not see them for a long time, right? And then it took every Pink Ranger from every Power Rangers ever to attack them and take them down. And I think that was foreshadowing. I think in Dino Fury Season 2 Part 2 we're going to get some alludance to that. But honestly though, with the whole multiverse thing, I feel like we're going to be going more in that direction because they use this analogy in Loki, and I'm going to use it here. See, the multiverse is currently under shackles and is breeding chaos to break free, and that chaos being Lord Draken and Lord Zed and all the evil forces that are coming out, right? Because the Morphin Grid wants to get back to normal, or back to some sort of new normal, if that makes sense. But yeah, leave down in the comments below what you think. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. You're going to get notified every time I post from here or go live on this very channel. Leave down in the comments below what legendary Power Ranger actors you're hoping to come back for Cosmic Fury. Leave down in the comments below because I want to know and have a debate and conversation with you guys. I try to post 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I may change that because it hasn't been working recently. You should go follow my Instagram and TikTok for the most exclusive Superheroes 101 content. I try to post one sit-down video. For those of you who are new, I post one sit-down video a week to try to connect with you guys and share things that are going on in my life, or whatever you want me to do in those. So yeah, leave down suggestions for those sit-down videos in the comments below because I want to know. But yeah, guys, if you want more content from me, you're gonna have to wait till next video. And remember, yippee-ki-yay, let's ride.
Dino, you're in power!
We're told you're the best he has ever had.
Till we meet again, Power Rangers apart.
Destroy them!
Do we still have shields? Engine sound, activate!
Ready!
So many Rangers. So much potential. Squandered for so long.
My lord, the generals are ready. They simply await your command.
What's important to me now is my friendship with all of you. I don't ever want that to change.
It won't, Tommy. You'll always be one of us.
And it's time to set things right.
We will invade their worlds. We will tear down everything that might protect them. And then, when it's too late, when they're powerless and alone, they will realize the truth. They could have been gods.